Verse 13, Sri Vishnu Sahasranaama Stotra. Rudro Bahusira Babruhu Vishwayonih Shuchisravaha Amruta Shaswata Sthanuhu Vararoho Mahatapaha Rudraha Bahusiraha Babruhu Vishwayonih Shuchisravaha Amrutaha Shaswataha Sthanuhu Vararoha Mahatapaha Rudraha, one who liquidates all sorrows, or one who makes the evil persons cry. Bahusiraha, myriad headed, one with multiple innumerable number of heads. Babruhu, supporter of the entire universe. Vishwayonihi, the primary cause, the first cause of the universe. Shuchisravaha, one who has any number of pure and pleasing names. Amrutaha, immortal. He is the Lord of the immortal beings. Shasvatasthānuhu, such an immortal being is eternal and stable. Vararohaha, he is the supreme goal, the ultimate goal, the Parandhama of all seekers. Mahatapaha, he is the one with great wisdom or great power or supreme knowledge. All these meanings are there for the word tapaha. Rudraha. Rudraha means one who liquidates all sorrows. It also means one who makes all people weep. Now, all people can mean the unrighteous persons, or it can mean at the time of great dissolution, everyone, the entire universe is made to weep. That is called Rudraha. It can be interpreted as one who liquidates all sorrows, is also the meaning of Rudra. Lord Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita, verse 23, chapter 10, among the Rudras, I am Shankaraha. Rudranam Shankaraha cha asmi. The entire verse reads like this. Rudranam Shankaraschashmi Vittesho Yaksharakshasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meruhu Sikharinam Aham. I am Shankara among the Rudras. Among the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am Vittesha, that is Kubera. I am Pavaka among the Vasus. Pavaka refers to Lord Agni. Among the mountains, I am Meru. Meru, the golden mountain. There are said to be 11 Rudras. The 11th Rudra is called Shankara. Sham Karoti, Sham Karoti iti Shankaraha. Sham means auspiciousness. One who blesses everybody with auspiciousness, one who creates auspiciousness is Shankara. That is the meaning of the name Shankara. The Supreme is able to make all the people weep because actually all the heads are his only. So it's called Bahushiraha. Bahushiraha means myriad headed, having many heads. This also refers to the Virat Rupa or cosmic form. This cosmic form is declared in Purusha Suktam of the Rig Veda. There it describes as the Purusha of 1,000 heads, 1,000 eyes, and 1,000 feet. And a similar description is also available in Bhagavad Gita, verse in chapter 13. It says, Sarvataha Panipadam Tat Sarvata Akshisira Mukham Sarvata Panipadam Tat Sarvatokshishiro Mukham, with hands and feet everywhere, with eyes, heads, and mouth everywhere. Now Bhagavan also declares himself to be Ananta. Ananta is the divine serpent with 1000 heads. Adishesha is also called Adishesha, Anantasesha. Anantah cha asmi naganam. Among the Nagas and Ananta. This declaration also is contained in Bhagavad Gita, verse 29, chapter 10. Anantas chasmi naganam. Now here it implies that all the heads of all the beings are of the Supreme. The Supreme is acting through all the individuals. Now, having everyone within himself, he rules over and supports all such beings called Babruhu. Babruhu means supporter, one who rules over all the worlds like a king. Now, Atma Bodha gives this analogy. He in whose presence all the instruments of perception, feeling, and knowing continue their coordinated activity is the self, is the Atman, and this is the great Lord Mahavishnu. This is contained in Atma Bodha. Babruhu. Now, he who rules the world is also the primary cause of the entire universe. Vishwayonihi. He is like He is like the point of origin of the entire universe. He is the total cause from which alone the entire world of experiences, what we call the Vishwam, has emerged out. The what we call the Yoni, from which all thoughts and actions have arisen. The Yoni of the or the origin point of Supreme Being. This is described as Vishwa Yonihi because entire Vishwa has emanated from this particular point. Now the Supreme is what we call the Nimitta Karana, the efficient cause, and he is also Upadana Karana, the material cause of this universe. That means all the material which is constituted, which we see in the world, the material is nothing but a, a manifestation of the supreme consciousness. And this material has become the world, has become the universe by by the same supreme being who acts as the efficient cause, nimitta karana. That's why he's called both the nimitta karana and upadana karana of the universe. That whichever way you look at it, the supreme being is the only one who is responsible for this universe coming into being. So it's called Vishwayonihi. And such a wonderful supreme being naturally has been given by the devotees any number of pure and pleasing names. Shuchishravaha. These names are pure and pleasing to our ears. Shrava means ear. So they are beautiful and efficient. Very, very pleasing to the ears. So they are called Shrutishravaha. Now, the Supreme is the one who has ears everywhere. Sarvataha Shrutimat Loke Sarvam Avrutya Tishtati. That means the ears of everyone is his only. Having ears everywhere means he is the hearer through ears of everyone. The way we say he is a seer through all the eyes. He is a hearer through all the ears. He is a thinker through all the intellects. He is a feeler through the minds of everyone. That's why we say he is Virat Rupa. Shravas not only means ears, it also refers to names. So Shuchi Shravas therefore means one who has divine and sacred names. So a devotee can invoke him with any of his thousands of names. Vishnu Sahasranaama has 1000 such names. but does not mean his names are only 1,000. His names are infinite, unlimited. 1,000 is only a sample. Vishnu Sahasranaama. Sahasranaama means 1,000 names. He readily listens and rightly understands the exact purity and the real depth of devotion by whatever name a devotee may call him. Shuchishravas also indicates the one whose names are worthy of being heard by seekers. Punya Sloka Sravanaha. Hearing his name itself is an act of punya for us. We get purified by listening to his names, by chanting his names, by thinking of names, by meditating on his names. Anything, everything is purifying. The pure hearted devotees who chant and meditate on those names, they also become immortal, like the Supreme Amritaha. Amritaha means immortal. Mritam means dead. Amritam is never dead. So Amrita is one who is immortal and immutable. The Supreme is described as Ajaraha, Amaraha, Avyayaha. Ajaraha means without aging. Amaraha, Amaraha, Amaraha without death. Avyayaha without decay. So the Supreme is one without aging, without decay, and without death. Exactly opposite of the nature of the changing mortals. It can also mean one who is the nature of nectar, amritam. Amritam, which is a sure cure for those suffering from the malady of ignorance, avidya, ajnanam. So, for that, the best cure is the name of the Supreme. Amrita also means moksha, which state it clear that which means it makes clear that he is the ever liberated, the pure state of being. This immortal being is eternal and stable. Shasvataha sthanuhu. Since it's a combined name, the name with both the combined words, the name is Shasvata sthanuhu. Shasvata sthanuhu is eternal and stable. He is both permanent, Shasvataha, and also immovable, Sthanuhu. He is changeless, immortal, remaining the same in all the periods of time, past, present, and future. The immortal entity has to be all pervading. Being all pervasive, it cannot move anywhere because there is no place where it is not already present. So he is called Sthanuhu. It cannot move. It's also described as Achalaha. For example, when we say the name of Sri Venkatachalapati, Venkatachalapati means Venkata Achalapati. Achalapati means one who cannot move. Venkatadri, name of the hill. He is the one who is there. So that is what it says. But here, Venkatadri means the entire universe. Shasvata Sthanuhu is the single name which has to be read together. Bhagavad Gita, verse 3, chapter 12 says, Ye tvaksharama nirdesham, ye tu, but those, it contains the previous verse, ye tu aksharam, imperishable, anirdesham, the indefinable, avyaktam, unmanifest. Okay. Sarvatragam, everywhere moving, Kutastham, Achalam, immovable, Kutastham, fixed, Stanu. So, those who worship me as imperishable, the indefinable, the unmanifest, the omnipresent, the unthinkable, the unchangeable, the immovable, the eternal, Lord Krishna says, they also reach me. Because here, the discussion in Bhagavad Gita between Arjuna and Krishna was about worship of the Supreme as Nirguna or Saguna. Krishna says Saguna worship is much easier for you, you could do it. But what he's trying to say is, even somebody, suppose a devotee wants to worship him in Nirakara, Nirguna Parabrahma Rupa, they also reach me. But Krishna says that is a more difficult path. The much easier path is worship me as me. I am standing before you. You worship me as an individual, as a supreme with a form, supreme with a name. It is much easier for you. That is what Krishna says. Etvaksharama nirdesham avyaktam paryupasate sarvatra gamachintyam cha kutasthamatalam dhruvam. The supreme is the supreme goal. Vararohaha. Vara arohaha. The most glorious, aroha means destination. The most glorious destination is the supreme. The seat of the self is most glorious because the imperfections associated with Prakriti, the world of matter, are not there in the Purusha, in the pure spirit. Now, liberation from the control of matter, that is what is called moksha, freedom. And Krishna describes this Parandhama beautifully in verse 6 of chapter 15. Natat bhasayate suryaha na shashankaha na pavakaha yat gatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. He is describing his Parandhama, where once you reach there, you don't have to come back. There is no question of coming back. That is my abode. And he is describing is where in that particular place, neither the moon, nor the sun, nor the fire illumines it. Does not mean the dark place. It only means it is full of light. It is self-effulgent. There is no need for any outside object to illuminate. So that is what is meant by this. The Parandhama is beyond the frontiers of the intellect. As once going there, there is no return. There is no return to the egocentric life of tensions and sorrows. The Bhagavan, who is the supreme goal, is the one with great wisdom. Is called Mahatapaha. Mahatapaha. Now, tapas, the word tapas in Sanskrit has three meanings. It means jnana, knowledge. It can mean aishwarya, prosperity. It also means pratapa, might. Now, here we are using the word in the presence of consciousness, that is the knowledge, we come to know all our experiences. Conscious of a thing or idea, this means I have a knowledge of the thing or the idea. The Supreme is the one where all knowledge, yes, in all living creatures, everywhere and at all times, it cannot be without the play of the Supreme Consciousness. It is the Supreme Consciousness only, that Supreme knowledge is giving us this knowledge, what we call knowledge, the chota, knowledge with small n, small k. So all these worldly knowledges emanate from or supported by that supreme knowledge. And the person having supreme knowledge is the supreme being. It's called Mahatapaha. With this, we'll conclude this verse. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.